Should you scout for Sygna with Carmine and Pecharunt? Are they any good? Before everything else, I would like to say that this background looks absolutely amazing. I love how purpley everything is. And yes, that's the malignant chain of Pecharunt. And I hope that Okidogi comes out soon. I'm just hoping. And maybe, I do not know, maybe we'll be getting Kieran paired up with, an Ogre Pawn as alternate dimension timeline something. I do not know, but this background is amazing. Anyway, guys, this is an EX Master Fair that comes out after Christmas. So if you decide to go for the banner or the Christmas banner, which is the Hoenn Shiny Trio, Weather Trio, good luck! Because you have one EX Master Fair left. And as an EX Master Fair, you have a 1% chance of scouting for her, together with, Poke Fairs scattered in the banner and presents in the banner. But, Master Fair is a Master Fair. And she is a poison type striker with an EX roll of Sprint. She has an exclusive Lucky Cookie, which is hit poison opponent stat down 9, which is not bad. At least it's exclusive. And it just lowers a random stat if you hit the opponent and that opponent is poisoned, whether attack, defense, special defense, speed, accuracy, or evasiveness. And that's that. Now let's take a look at her kit and see what she can offer. At level 200, now let's just talk about 140. You have a special attack stat of 424, defense stats average, HP stats average, speed stat average, special attack. I honestly find 400 something for strikers really low now, but that's how it goes for the past several strikers. It's kind of irritating. I wish that they ignore the level 200 and just max out at level 150. Anyway, guys, this sync pair has 4 passive skills. EX Master Fairs now have an upgraded Master Passive, which now applies not just to normal attacks, but also sync moves can power up your power attacks and sync moves by up 20% to a maximum of 50%. And defenses 25% to a maximum of 31%, depending on how many Paldea sync pairs you have. Plus, it also extends the duration of Paldea's special circle when it is applied to the field of play. I like that. I like extensions. That's really helpful. And then you have your second passive skill. Come on, let's finish this. Which, after any of your teammates uses their sync move, it will reduce 1 MP of your move gauge boost. As you can see over here, it reduces 1 MP, and then it will apply Paldea's special circle. It will charge your move gauge. It's like, I forgot what term that is that fills the move gauge. I forgot what that is. And it will raise your special moves up next effect plus 3 stat ranks. That's a 120% increase in damage. So, again, Paldea Special Circle is going to be extended because of your first passive skill. And yeah, it's just Rejuvenate 6. Now I remember. It's Rejuvenate 6 built into this one. As long as you use a sync move with any of your sync pairs and you have 1 MP at least of your move gauge boost left. That crit came out of nowhere. Most of the time, if not all of the time, your attacks are always going to be a critical hit, and it will restore 1 MP of your buddy move after any of your sync pairs uses their sync move. This will be very helpful later on, and we'll be talking about why it is going to be helpful. So your buddy move only has 1 MP, as you can see over here, but anytime your sync pairs uses their sync move, you will restore 1 MP. And then last but not the least, you have your didn't hit your head, did you? Which lowers the opponent's special defense -2 when you attack a confused opponent. And then it raises your sync moves up next by sync moves up next effect plus 2 stat ranks when you hit a poison or badly poisoned opponent. So how the heck do you confuse an opponent? Let's check it out. Malignant Chain will be the attack that can poison the opponent. 50% chance of poisoning the opponent. Corrosive Malignant Chain will leave the opponent confused. So this will activate when you use any move once. When the user uses any move once, I think that's either a trainer move or a Pokemon attack. And then you use this to confuse the opponent. And after the opponent gets confused, you can raise or you can lower the opponent's special defense every single time by attacking confused opponents. You can raise your sync moves up next effect +2 stat ranks every time you attack a poison opponent. Which, can you poison the opponent? Yes, you can use corrosive malignant chain to badly poison the opponent. So, very nice. And then I'm gonna crush you just reminds me of Rachel, but now she has it. Reduces your sync move countdown -2, maxes out your special attack stat, and raises your special moves up next effect +2 stat ranks. So if I were to use this sync pair, I would first use I'm gonna crush you, and then I will use corrosive malignant chain to badly poison every single opponent, as well as confuse all opponents. And from there on, I would be using malignant chain, malignant chain, malignant chain, malignant chain, lower that opponent's special defense stat, raise my sync moves up next effect +2, and then just dish out strong damage. Again, after I use my sync move, I will ignore move gauge boost completely. After I use my sync move, I will get a Paldea special circle, which will be extended, which is nice. And that's that. She's a striker, so by using her sync move, I will hit every single opponent. She's also a sprint unit, which will reduce my sync move countdown -3 after I use my very first sync move using her. Now, let's talk about her sync grid. 1 out of 5 gets antitoxin, boring. Poison types cannot be poisoned. 2 out of 5, you got a move gauge refresh with your corrosive malignant chain. Easy pickings 9 if you attack a confused opponent. You will lower a random stat, attack, defense, special defense, speed, accuracy, or evasiveness. Hit this lines up with the this one, hit poison opponent stat down 9. With easy pickings 9, you get to lower some stats. Hit poison opponent, HP recovery 9 just helps you recover and stay alive. I'm gonna crush you, hit and heal 9 to give you a gradual healing. I'm gonna crush you, MP refresh 2 will be helpful for that sync move countdown. That will be really nice. And then malignant chain, move gauge refresh 3. Move gauge boost, MP refresh 2. Unless you're gonna use move gauge boost manually, this is practically useless. If together with a passive skill, unless. And don't expect that when you use move gauge boost manually to let the passive skill trigger. It will not trigger, guys. You have to have it happen automatically. And Super Syncer will give you a super effective up next effect after you use your sync move for the very first time. I wish that it was every single time though. 3 out of 5, you got debut Paldea special circle on field. So you don't have to wait for the first sync move already. You just automatically have Paldea special circle at the start, and it's going to be extended. Fuzzy Strike 9 is a power up for your sync move if the opponent is confused, which you can use, or you can confuse the opponent using your buddy move. Head Start 1 will lower your sync move countdown -1 at the start of the battle. Hit confuse opponent, move gauge up 9, as well as his poison opponent, move gauge up 9, will help you recover or will help you with move gauge management in terms of the very expensive move gauge requirement of Malignant Chain. Hit poison opponent, special boost up 1/9 will raise your special moves up next effect whenever you attack a poison or badly poisoned opponent. That's a 40% increase in damage. I think by using Corrosive Malignant Chain, that's a move special boost up next effect +3 instead, I'm hoping. Sync Damage Guard. Trainer Sync Redemption 1 will restore 1 MP for either move gauge boost or I'm gonna crush you. I don't think it's gonna happen for Corrosive Malignant Chain, but you don't have to worry because that will be restored when you use your sync move anyway from your passive skill number 3. Now, here's what I'm not sure about. And that is, will passive skill number 2 trigger first Or will Trainer Sync Redemption 1 trigger first? Because definitely, I want passive skill number 2 to trigger first. Use 1 MP of move gauge boost first before restoring that MP. Because if it's the other way around, then getting Trainer Sync Redemption for move gauge boost is just stupid. But I definitely want a move gauge or an MP refresh for I'm gonna crush you, because that is a -2 Sing Move countdown, which is really nice. So you got 2 Sing Move power up tiles, and that's that for 3 out of 5. Now this is a Master Fair. Now have 4 out of 5 tiles. I like this Corrosive Malignant Chain, Staggering 9. Not only do you make the opponent badly poison, not only do you lower the opponent's defensive stats or special defensive stats if they are already confused. Not only do you raise your special sync moves up next effect if you're hitting a badly poisoned opponent or poisoned opponent. Not only do you confuse the opponent, but also you make every single opponent flinch. And I like this because every single sync move you can use Corrosive Malignant Chain afterward, and that will just make every single opponent flinch. This reminds me of Ray with his triple arrows. I forgot what buddy move, what's the complete name of the buddy move, but after using your sync move, you can use that, and then you can make every single opponent flinch again. And that's the exact same thing for this one, except that you can confuse the opponent. Additionally, you can do lots of stuff, and yeah, that's that. And it will not be subject to AoE penalty as well. And the best thing about this is you can use Corrosive Malignant Chain as early as the start of the battle after you use your trainer move. Not like Ray, where you have to wait for your very first sync move in order to activate. Corrosive Malignant Chain will activate as soon as you use one move. So you can stagger or make every single opponent flinch at the start of the battle, or at least your second turn. Starting your second turn, which is nice. Then, 5 out of 5, you got the first sync move, Poison Zone and Extension 3, which makes her a field unit as well. It will turn the field and play into Poison Zone, as well as extend the duration of Poison Zone. Take note that this is not a field unit where Poison Zone gets set up at the same time or a little bit before using your sync move. So your sync move is not gonna be powered up by Poison Zone yet. It's after your sync move that will trigger Poison Zone and will extend that Poison Zone. But 5 out of 5, getting Poison Zone and extension. I would want Poison Zone extension 5 instead. But so far, like Champion Hilbert, who just came out, it's also an extension 3. So we cannot do anything about that. Apparently, it's just extension 3 all the time. So this sync pair is a really nice poison type special attacker. In terms of physical poison type attackers, we're still left with Gita, as well as I do not know who. I don't have time to check, but you know what? Let's just check for you guys so that I can check and see which poison types we still have. We have not exactly a lot of good poison physical strikers, apparently. We have Irida, who just came out recently, and I think this will be a very, very nice combo with Irida. Anniversary Irida. Yeah, Sygna with Carmine is a very good sync pair, and it will help with the Poison Zone extension of Irida as well, because Irida can bring in EX Poison Zone, and those extensions will just be very helpful, because 5 out of 5, if you have her at 5 out of 5, you know, extension, 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 extension. And flinching is always good. And the graceful hyper beam of Irida is really strong. So if you already have Irida, you probably don't need Carmine. But if you want, you know, Pecharunt is a DLC character, is like the last Pokemon to get introduced before Pokemon Legends Z2A. So if you want the latest Pokemon, you know, just scout for this sync pair, and you have you can boast that you have the latest Pokemon in the game. whatsoever. Anyway, guys, that's our analysis for Sygna with Carmine. If you are gonna scout, definitely good luck to you. If you're not scouting, well, anniversary is in March or end of February. Good luck. It's the 6.5-year anniversary. And New Year sync pair, I do not know. Sync pair, not sync pairs, I do not know. Maybe there's just one. Maybe there's gonna be two again. Anyway, if you want to help me out, guys, coffee.com/splgum, or join my members by clicking on the join button. Or if you want an outfit for yourself, you can get one Super X. The superx.co website is not working, but the link I put there is still working. You can use my code SPLGUM for a nice 10% discount on top of the Black Friday sale they have right now. If you do get an outfit, congratulations, and let me know because I love these outfits so much. And until then, that's it. I am late for work. I'm gonna run. See you in the next video. Rawr.